What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm over here at the shop, B&K Performance. Day number 555. We got Keith over here. Keith's fixing to help me out. We got most of the wiring stuff done. It's still not pretty. It's still not the best. It's not professional. I'm not a professional. So it looks about what my quality is. Well, actually, it's above my quality. It's way above what I normally have. Y'all saw what it looked like under the carpet. So this is turning out okay, not too bad. I got a few more zip ties and a few more wire looms, but now we've moved on to the next part of the build. We're gonna try to get the shifter installed. We're gonna try to get the steering wheel with the buttons, the staging stuff. I got a solid state relay, a nitrous solid state relay. I'm gonna use the Holly to bump me in instead of using the pulse leash. So I'm gonna wire all that stuff up tonight. But the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mount the shifter, and then we'll see what we can get done otherwise. Go to turbojohnracing.com, grab some merchandise. I would greatly appreciate it. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try to figure out this shifter. So let's climb in here and see if we can get a reasonable spot for it. Yeah, that might be too far back.
That's what I think.
I think you're right. That's gonna be too far back.
Yeah.
So we might need to put it back up here in the factory spot there. I mean, like that, it's not bad. That shifter's gonna be hanging off the back of it a little bit.
Yeah, you do have to move your leg right there.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're just going straight with it.
Line, yeah.
That's not a bad spot right there. Hold that.
Yeah.
Now all I gotta do is be able to get it in the park from the seat. Yeah, that right there. I think that right there is a spot. And now I can put my parachute cable right here, just like I had it before. And then I can easily still get that.
Okay, so that's basically that thing goes right against the hump.
Okay, so right against the hump.
Yeah.
And then if we move it,
then we can adjust this a little bit to.
Yeah, if we move it away from my leg a little bit, like right there, now I can reach it easy. Okay, yeah, I think that's a good spot, and I can lean forward a little bit to get it out of park. I mean, all I gotta do is be able to get it down in here.
It's better to lean forward a little bit here at park where you can have it here where it's comfortable when you come back in the gear.
No, that's right, because I'm gonna pull it back to right here.
Right.
You know what's funny, Keith? This is the same shifter that I had in the when it was a C4.
No, is that right?
I hadn't even changed the gate. There's neutral, first, second, and then there's another one.
No, yeah.
But on a power glide, you know, it only pull back that
exactly.
that far, so it doesn't matter. First gear, and then it bumps at one time. Second gear, and then I got neutral. And then this is my Transbrake. So right here, right.
Keep moving that.
Let's see. Let's see. Can't grab it. Where's the steering wheel? So I'm gonna be bumping. So my pulse leash will be here. Oh, that's comfortable right there.
That's where it needs to be.
And then bump, 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 and then and then scramble, scramble, scramble. All right, so right there. So you got that in where it needs to go.
Yeah, that's right. You need to set the seat to get everything comfortable.
No, that's right. That's exactly right. So now, is there enough material for us to mount this to here, or do we need to put it back on that plate?
No, I think it'd be fine right there.
Okay.
You got 2 bolts back there. You can put 1 or 2 up here. And
just drill through and
just drill through.
All right, guys. So we got the shifter mounted. That thing is nice and secure. So we're very happy with that. I mean, this is just the movement in the actual shifter itself. We're just missing a bolt. Actually, maybe, I think the thing is missing a bolt down there. I don't know if it is or not. That's a very old shifter. I've had it in the car for a very long time, but it meets the needs of what I do. So we moved on. I went ahead and started the wiring. So this is the Transbrake button here. So I use the Transbrake button off of the shifter here. I just like using my index finger on my right hand. So that goes there. So I've got to wire that up. I have not done that yet. My shifter is an air shifter, of course. It gets CO2, and the CO2 is triggered by the Holly, and then it just shifts. So that is now wired up. So of course I've got a lot of tidying up I'm going to do to this to make it a little better, but that's where it's going to go. This awesome steering wheel and column and everything. I got this adapter here. The aluminum column come from NC Speed Lab. That thing is super, super, super lightweight. They have different cars with different makes. They don't only do Mustangs, they do a whole bunch of different ones. Y'all go check them out, NC Speed Lab, see if they got what you need. But that thing is super light. I appreciate them getting that to me. Steering wheel here. We got this bump button that's going to go here. So I am going to use, like I was saying, this bump button will be bumped when it's on the Transbrake, pop, 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 or I'll make it so that it just goes, pop, 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 just hold it. That's how we have Randy set up. You just basically hold it and it just moves in. I always keep a little bit of light pressure on the brake anyway, just to make sure. But that way it stages pretty good. Something else I do, I relieve a little bit of pressure. I zippy tie it back here to the wheel, just so these things fail. The failure point is right here. This is where they always fail, is where it gets pulled here. So I'll also, zippy ties are my favorite thing. I will zippy tie this up here, and then this is all going over to the Holly. It's already connected. So now the bump button and the scramble is connected. The shifter is connected. The only thing I don't have connected yet is the Transbrake. So this is the part number, what you need if you're going to use the Holly to control it. So basically it's just a solid state relay, very simple. You have the power wire that actually comes from the Transbrake. So the way this works simply is you have power that comes up from a little lug up there. It's going to have power coming up through here. It's going to come up to the Transbrake and then go out the Transbrake. Out the Transbrake, this goes. This I think it's the orange wire, and then the blue wire actually goes down to the Transbrake solenoid on the transmission. The black wire in the middle, that actually goes to the Holly, and that is actually an output, and that what that'll do is it progresses. And so it's basically like you're progressing nitrous. Pulse width modulation, and what the pulse width modulation will do is basically when you're on the Transbrake, as long as this is not giving any voltage, then what it does is it basically is at 100%. So the Transbrake is locked. When you input this, you build an advanced table to where it sees the voltage, and once it sees the voltage, then it pulses this, which pulses your Transbrake button. Devin Vanderhoof is the one that I saw who's done this. I don't know if he's the one that initially come up with it or not, but he has some great videos at his YouTube channel. If you hadn't seen his YouTube stuff, go check it out. Devin Vanderhoof. I'm about to go watch his video now so that I can make sure I hook this up properly, because I may have just told y'all how to do that wrong. So let's go check that out real fast, and then we'll get this wired up.